Videos by YGOSmurf. Be creative.
Right.
Alrighty guys, we have Slate Warrior here, and I'm going to be asking him some questions about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Tier Draft League. So first off, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, your name, your location if you're okay with that, and the team and division you are in the Tier Draft League.
Yeah, I'm Slate Warrior is my channel. Haven't been posting recently, but I live in the United States. Live in Pennsylvania, and I'm in the regional division. Were there anything else?
What team?
Oh yeah, I'm the Zane Cyber Dragons.
Yep, there we go. Alrighty, do you want to share a little about yourself?
Well, I don't know. I besides Yu-Gi-Oh, I played baseball, but I used so I went to Necroz. Necroz is one of my favorite decks, but I don't know. Like I'm not the most how do I put this? Like I'm more into decks that are like pretty linear, right? So that's like a thing that a lot of people complain about is linear decks, but that's like something I'm really into. So Necroz was a little bit of a deviation from that. But yeah, I don't know. I like Chaos Dragons and shit. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you're gonna ask me about the best of my favorite deck, right? So
yeah, that was the next one. The type of decks you tend towards in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh.
So I like I guess typically like I like having to pull together like interesting combos that will either give me like a lockdown board or pretty much auto win. It's interesting nowadays though, because it seems like all the decks that are just sort of like linear to get to a certain amount of combo pieces, like it seems like you can just get to those combo pieces by throwing in as many draw cards as you can now that Chicken, Game, and Pseudo Space are out. So those decks are like increasingly similar. I really like it's terrible. I really like Final Countdown, right? Like that. I don't know. This is terrible. I don't know, but like another deck that I've been messing around with is S0. It's like a number monster. It's like an Xyz that prevents your opponent from activating cards or effects. It's really interesting. It's out in the OCG. It's a Utopia-based monster, right? Mm-hmm. And so I've been turboing into that with like some rank 4s and such, and it's really cool. So I play decks like that. I play decks where you turbo, where you either build a really big board like you do with Chaos Dragons, or you get to a point where you pretty much win, like like magical explosion, I guess.
Right.
I guess. I don't know. I have fun.
What decks did you pick for the league, and what were the tiers?
Yeah, so for the tier 1, I had Hero, and I had the last selection in the first round, so I had to choose between either Hero or Shaddoll. I went with Hero, and I don't know. You guys can go to the channel to see how that went. But then for tier 2, I picked first, and I got to pick Black Wings. I probably should have picked Evil Swarm. I don't know, but I think Black Wings are more fun. It's just they're not. I don't think they're as competitive in this specific tournament. I did a lot of testing, and I think Evil Swarm might have been a better pick. But I went with Black Wings, and then for tier 3, I went with Dustins.
Dustins. Okay. Who was your opponent in the first round, and what were they playing, and what were you playing?
Well, it was Omega Chaos, and they were playing. Shoot, I don't remember his team. I think he's the Yusei Star Dragons. Yeah, he's the Yusei Star Dragons. They're the Yusei Star Dragons, and they were playing Heraldic Beast, and I was playing Electrum FTK. Man, I don't know. Like it's. I did a lot of work on that deck specifically. I did a lot of testing with one of my friends, Ben Doman, and he. I'm not really big into Hero. Like I said, I had the last pick, so we did a lot of different card choices, and I think I came out with a build that's really good. It didn't turn out to work out that well because Omega Chaos had the outs, which is fine. But I don't like what I'm saying is that I think it was their deck was well designed for my matchup. Not necessarily mine was inconsistent. I mean, I drew the combo like what?
I think at least twice every game. Yeah.
I drew the combo a lot because I mean they top decked my fusion gate, so I had to draw that again. So they gave me the combo again. I had like 3 or 4 chain material throughout the time. Game 3 I couldn't really do anything. I didn't even want to show my hand at the end because it was so bad.
Yeah, I did notice that. So that goes.
Yeah, well, I have to mulligan like right when I draw it, so I couldn't mulligan after they summoned the Thunder King. So
right.
yeah. I don't know. Go check out the video though. It's really interesting.
Definitely. So that leads into the next question, which is win or lose. Slate, you lost, unfortunately. It was 1-2, though. You did win one game of the match.
Yeah, I won one game. I don't know. I feel like Electrum's going to fare much better in the future if I do play it in 2 rounds. I guess this coming weekend I can't play it because, you can't play the same deck twice in a row. But, like, I have, full confidence in the version of Hero that I built.
Right. Okay. And then we kind of already talked about it, but how do you feel about the match as well as you and your deck's performance?
Well, I think that my deck, worked the way it was supposed to. There's a little twist that I guess I can't tell you guys about because, if any other competitors watch this video, I can't spoil it. But me and the commentator and the co-commentator, we know about how the deck's supposed to work, and it's doing its thing pretty well. But yeah, they had the outs, and I couldn't do anything about it. The mind over matter was just amazing. Like I never saw that coming. There's really only, and I'd say there's really only 3 ways to beat the Electrum deck. You can either destroy the fusion gate, which they did, negate the chain material, which they did, and if you negate the effect of Electrum, because if you negate anything else, it'll just keep looping, right? It'll just keep looping.
Right.
But if you negate the effect of Electrum, that'll do it.
Now, are you sure you wanted to share that with everyone? The 3 ways.
No. You know that you can figure that out if you know. I mean, I don't know, if you know how to play against Electrum, you should be able to know that. But it's not a big deal. Like I don't expect my opponent to be able to have the out. I mean, Valor is pretty much the only option turn 1.
Right.
So Ghost Ogre does nothing. You know what I mean? Because Fusion Gate doesn't activate. So.
Right. Okay. So I do have a question about game 2 when you actually won. Your Omega Chaos, they had 8,000 life points, and the giant cannon thing or whatever that deals 2,000 damage. You could only summon 3 of those, so that's only 6,000 damage. Did you have a way to finish it?
Okay, so I don't know if you're familiar with Electrum FTK, but I only play 1 of the cannons. Yeah, because when I fusion summon into Gaia, I banish the cannon, and then I can just summon the 3rd Electrum and shuffle the cannon back. So yeah, it's a loop. I can do it for 70,000 life points if I need to.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I didn't realize that when they were talking about it and he surrendered. I'm like, wait a second. Hold on.
Yeah,
That doesn't.
They didn't let me finish the combo. I don't know. They didn't even let me finish because they didn't want to waste time. But yeah, it's just keep going forever.
Gotcha. Okay. So have you watched the other rounds in the tier draft league?
Oh man, I'm gonna get to that. I'm definitely gonna do it, but I haven't yet, unfortunately. Okay. I'm pretty sure I knew what most of the people played, but I don't know if I can. I haven't really watched all of the rounds yet.
Okay, so it is a complete shot in the dark. But who do you think will be the victor of the semifinals or the round robin?
Well, so what you're asking me? Who you think will win each of the divisions?
Yeah. Who will?
Like I can. Well, I know. Let me see. I can just tell you that basically from the decks that were picked. The way that the playoffs work, you have to win. If you win your division, you get a bye. But 2nd and 3rd are exactly the same. But so in terms of winning each of the divisions, here I have a list on my phone here of each of the decks. So I think Team Kaiba, so the Kaiba White Dragons has Klee, Infernoid, and Constellars. I think those are 3 really strong decks. I think Infernoid was actually probably the best tier 2 deck to pick, and Klee is no joke, obviously. I don't know if they're calling Tower Turbo or whatever, but all the versions are pretty strong. But Infernoid was probably the best tier 2 deck. Like looking, I had the first pick in tier 2. I had to think because I've never played Infernoid before, but I hear good things about it, so I had to decide whether I'm going to play a deck that I'm familiar with or one that I have to learn, but it's probably better. Right. And Infernoid, comboed with Klee and Constellars are always pretty good. They got the rank 4 thing going on. Pleiades is a force to be reckoned with. So I think the Kaiba White Dragons will probably win the YCS division, or they're the favorite in my opinion. As for the regional division, I don't know. Sylvans are a pretty good tier 3 deck. That's the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Magicians have Sylvans. I guess Omega having just beaten me 3 points. Heraldic Beasts did their thing. I mean that they might not have a good matchup against meta decks. They kind of just played, my deck that's very rogue, and they happened to fare well.
Right.
So Omega Chaos and Kyle, the Yugi Dark Magicians, and Omega the Yusei Star Dragons have they have strong decks for the regional division.
Gotcha. Wait, now I do have
Yeah.
to ask you one thing. In the tier 3s, you are the Zane Cyber Dragons. Why did you not pick Cyber Dragons?
Well, I don't have a. Well, that's your thing. I know. I guess I should have
I
come to
know.
you and asked for help with the build. Well, if I picked Cyber Dragons, I would have to play a TCG version of the deck. So,
Are you
that
sure
was
they
one of the
would
rules.
have stuck
Unless-
with
unless
that? Though?
Otherwise, say that. Go ahead. What was that?
Are you sure they would have stuck with that? Because they are allowing heroes to have the OCG variant.
Yeah, the rule was that unless otherwise specified, that it's going to be a TCG deck. So the ones that were like Clown Blade, obviously, is OCG. Magician Pendulum, Hero, Mermail. They're specific decks that they allotted certain OCG. Like an exception, but all the tier 3 decks were TCG. He said that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Oops.
Yep.
All right. Do you have anything else you want to say going forward to the tier draft league?
Yeah, just make sure that you come watch and support Daniel and everything he does. He's been doing this for a while. He's got a lot of good content on his channel, even not the tier draft league stuff. So definitely go ahead and watch all his videos and like and comment and root for the Zane Cyber Dragons. Yeah.
Alrighty, well, that was that. Thank you very much, Slate, for coming out and doing this with me. I appreciate it. If you have seen any of the other tier draft leagues, make sure you leave a comment saying that I'm doing interviews on them, and maybe I can get more of the competitors here with me.